Ja, dann mal los. What the? Okay. Wow. Check this place out.
No doubt about it, this is Master Musk's hideout, all right. Who is it? Is that you, Ronnie?
Huh? Who are you people? Are you Desi Delight?
That's right, I'm Desiree. Oh, you must be the lawyer and the victim.
Yeah, that's us. Your husband told us to stop by and speak with you.
I'm Maya Fay, and this is Phoenix Wright, attorney at law.
Nicky Boy and Maya, huh?
I can't tell you how grateful I am that you decided to help my Ronnie. Well, you're welcome.
Did you really call me Nicky Boy? I guess you did. Ich guck mich hier erstmal um. Wow. Wow. Okay, was haben wir hier? There's a whole bunch of stuff piled up over here.
Duck and cover, it's a missile. Did you know there's dynamite in missiles?
But they're not heavy enough to be real. Oh wait, they're just really well-made toys.
What are these rolls of paper stuck in the trash can?
Theft of the Mezzarine Stone, the Great Arbiter Strategy. Theft of the Immortal Goddess Statue, the Great Knuckle Bomber Strategy. Did the police even investigate this place? Aber wie kamen sie denn jetzt auf Raketen? Verstehe ich nicht. Achso, das war alles auf einmal. Ich habe diesen ganzen Ort hier untersucht. Vielleicht meinte sie das da hinten. Das sieht eher aus wie so eine Propangasflasche oder sowas.
Oh, that's so cute. It's called a hot air balloon, you know.
Wow. There's no fooling you. Man, you know everything, huh?
I want to make my own balloon now.
I'll even let you ride in it, Nick. That emblem on the balloon is supposed to be top secret. That's proof enough that Rondelite really is Masked and Masked. I'd better not tell Maya. She gets kind of scary when it comes to celebrities. It's a bunch of cheap costume pieces arranged inside a nice frame.
Look, Nick, it's a fake beard.
There's also a mask made out of cardboard.
Here, Nick, try on this fake beard. Come on, try it on.
Hey, cut it out.
Now put on the mask.
Ich sollte wirklich damit aufhören. It's Phoenix the Mask. Let's borrow it for a while. No way. I'm not stealing from a thief. I have enough bad karma as is. This thing looks vaguely familiar.
Oh, I know. It's a fishbowl. Well, an upside down one anyway.
Nee, das ist das Ding, das Oldbag aufhatte. In Teil 2. I think it's a helmet. An alien helmet.
And that looks like a tape recorder or something next to it.
I think it's a transceiver. An alien transceiver.
Nick, do you think maybe you could act like a grown-up for a little bit?
Well, that's rich coming from you. Getting lectured by Maya to be more of an adult. That's a new low. Seriously. Ah, und hier ist auch das Dynamit. So langsam verstehe ich, warum sie gerade so ausflippte wegen... Nee, sie sagte, Dynamit wären Raketen. Ja, ach, was weiß ich.
It's Master Mask.
There's a tape recorder hanging from his neck.
Let me see that.
Click. Ah, nein, ich mach's jetzt nicht schon wieder.
I'll be taking this crown now. Better luck next time, gentlemen.
I don't get it. What's this supposed to be, Nick? Vielleicht ist das so ein... Guck mal, da ist so ein Amboss unten dran. Vielleicht ist er immer, wenn er mit seinem Heist vorbei war, hat er sich irgendwo im Schatten versteckt und hat so ein Amboss... hat so ein Ding am Boden gehabt, wo er dann den Amboss halt irgendwie durchgeschnitten hat, damit der Luftballon losfliegt, während auf dem Kassettenrekorder so eine Nachricht kam. Dann würde sich daraus genau so eine Cutscene ergeben, wie wir ganz am Anfang gesehen haben, wo der Mask angeblich durch die Luft geflogen ist und gerufen hat, ja, bladibla, ich bin's, Mask und habe euer Zeug geklaut.
Nick, it's a torpedo.
It's hard to believe, but it sure looks real.
Where could he have picked up something like this?
Please don't say that torpedoes are things people just leave lying around. Okay. Warum zur Teufel hat er ein Torpedo hier? Oh, Bücher? There are a bunch of books lying here. They're all romantic-sounding novels about famous heists and fantastic thieves.
Wow, look at all the bookmarks and notes stuck into them.
Let's see here. Note, must remember this thief's way of laughing. Very useful. Note, a calling card is an important part of any good thief's modus operandi. Wow, Ron really studied his stuff. Okay, ich glaube, das war alles. Ich sehe jetzt sonst nichts mehr. Ich dachte, das Motorrad hier kann ich vielleicht untersuchen. Aber offenbar nicht. Oh doch, da ist noch was.
Hey, Nick, look on top of the chair.
Looks like an envelope and a letter. Genau. Nee, er hat sich ja, wenn du 2 Minuten weg warst, hast du das vielleicht gerade verpasst, aber er hat sich selber gestellt. Frage ist natürlich jetzt auch noch, warum. Da bin ich selber überfragt. Ich erinnere mich, wie gesagt, an fast nichts mehr.
Well, don't just stand there. Come on, let's read it.
Maya, you know we shouldn't do that.
What are you talking about? That letter could be an important clue.
No way. You can't just go reading a private letter because you feel like it.
It's not just because I feel like it. It really could be important.
If I was sure it was a clue, I guess I wouldn't mind. Okay, vielleicht müssen wir da nochmal drauf zurückkommen. Ich schätze, das war jetzt alles. Okay, Ron Delight. About your husband.
Isn't he the cutest? A bit weak sometimes, though.
A bit?
By the way, did you know they mentioned Maya on TV? Huh? Really? They said you own the urn and that you're doing some shady training at a law office now.
Remind me not to watch that channel's news program.
After I saw that, I thought it might be a good idea to meet the lawyer they mentioned.
I see.
My Ronnie, he has a powerful imagination and gets deluded easily. He kept insisting he was going to surrender to the police. I didn't know what to do. It was me, I stole that urn, he kept saying, as if it was even possible.
Huh? But, are you saying he didn't?
Ha ha ha, of course he didn't. Why would my Ronnie ever do something like that?
Well, you know, it's a priceless treasure, and he's, you know... Is it possible his own wife doesn't know his secret identity?
Me, I'm the kind of woman that needs excitement in her life.
Oh, excitement, huh? Then you seem to have married exactly the right guy?
Yes, I'm at my happiest when I'm racing along, with my bike going at full throttle. Riding a motorcycle is like putting your life on the line, you know what I mean?
Well, I think that depends on how you ride it.
I'm the type that can't stand living a boring, dreary old life with no action. No offense, but your husband, Ron, doesn't exactly look like the risk-taking type himself. You're right about that. He's definitely not one for thrills and danger. But I do have to say that he makes up for it in other ways.
Okay, that's more than I wanted to know, actually. Geht's am besten auf dem Motorrad vom Fullspeed in den Gegenverkehr. Und dabei am besten noch was brüllen. Other ways.
Yes, money. Ronnie is incredibly rich and super generous.
Achso, ich dachte, du meinst was anderes.
He bought me a bike that's so fast it would make your head spin. And shopping? I like to shop so much it makes Ron's head spin. The other day it actually happened. His head actually started to spin.
Man, talk about a high-maintenance wife. Also, that's kind of creepy.
So where does Mr. Delight get all this money from? Ronnie is a security guard. They put their lives on the line, right? So they get paid tons of money in return. Tons of it.
He's a security guard? I think it's my turn for my head to spin. Can you tell us about what happened last night?
What time did that incident take place again?
What time was it again, Maya?
Well, according to Detective Gumshoe, it was around 1:30 in the morning. Last night was horrible. I got pulled over.
Pulled over?
Yes, I always do my best flying at night.
Flying? You're talking about your motorcycle, right?
Yes, anyway, last night I got pulled over by a policeman.
I can't believe he caught up to me. It was a great chase, let me tell you. Das klingt ziemlich nicht legal.
When he finally caught me, the poor man was as white as a sheet. It was about 3 in the morning when I finally got home.
Sounds like she's got an airtight alibi.
Well, what about Mr. Delight? I don't really know. We weren't together at the time of the night. But when I got home, he was already fast asleep.
So basically he's got no alibi. Okay, können wir dir irgendwas präsentieren? Zum Beispiel die Karte, von der Gumshoe gesagt hat, dass sie niemand sehen darf und mit der wir jetzt rumfuchteln. What do you know about this?
No, you can't show her that, Nick.
Oh, okay.
That emblem was top secret, don't you remember?
Oh, oops, sorry about that. But the way she just said top secret was a worse giveaway than what I did.
Oh, whenever I hear the word top secret, it just piques my interest like nothing else. That's so mysterious looking. I love old stuff like this. Really? That's one of our most treasured possessions. There's going to be a whole exhibit at Lordly Taylor with these types of things.
Maya looks so happy. She's lit up like a 1,000-watt bulb.
Terrific. You can count on Ronnie and me to be there. Sounds like fun. Huh. Oh, yeah. Haha.
Oops, looks like that light bulb is starting to flicker. Sagt wahrscheinlich hier dasselbe zu. Ja, okay. Sonst noch irgendwas? Bestimmt nochmal dasselbe. Ja, okay, nee, dann habe ich hier wahrscheinlich erstmal nichts mehr. Oder ich kann ja noch Profile. Das vergesse ich immer. Mr. Light, you must know, right? About your husband and Master Masque.
Master Masque? Of course, I know all about it. My husband is his biggest fan.
Yep, what? Huh? Biggest fan?
Yes, and Ronnie can be pretty delusional sometimes. That's how this whole misunderstanding happened.
Wait a minute. Did you say delusional?
Yes, that's right. I just don't know what I'm going to do with him. You see, Ronnie actually believes that he is Master Masque.
What?
What are you talking about?
Okay, also ja doch noch was sich ergeben. So, when did Ron first become Master Masque?
What are you talking about? He's not Master Masque.
Oh, but wait a second. Look around at this room. This place is obviously Master Masque's hideout.
No, you're totally wrong. A real thief's hideout wouldn't look like this. It's because Ronnie is so timid himself that he looks up to heroic figures.
Heroic figures? But Master Masque is a bad guy. So he's deluded, huh? Could that really be true?
Anyway, if he really had stolen the urn, wouldn't he still have it?
Well, I suppose so.
Then why don't you ask him if he has the urn or not?
She has a point. Mr. Delight isn't exactly the criminal type. But something about Ron's behavior bothers me.
Maybe it's true. Maybe Mr. Delight isn't Master Masque after all. Say, can I ask you something, Nicky boy?
What is it?
I know I may seem like a bad girl on the outside, but the one thing I won't stand for is illegal activity. I had the feeling you wouldn't. You're tough, but I can tell you've got a good heart. Somebody framed my poor Ronnie, I just know it. Could you give this to Ronnie for me?
A letter?
A letter? Yes, for Ronnie. I want him to fight back. Mr. Light. Okay, you've got it. Just relax and leave it all to us.
Desiree's letter, addressed to her husband Ron Delight, apparently contains something important. Okay. Sonst noch irgendjemand, den ich präsentieren kann? Mich selber?
So, Nicky boy, you're a lawyer, huh?
Well, yeah.
How do you like it? I bet it's so exciting.
Yeah, sometimes. Actually, a little too exciting at times.
Oh, I just love a good thrill. Nicky boy, it sounds like you have it so nice.
This is starting to get awkward. Irgendwas über Maya?
That's really amazing. A master at your age. Oh no, you've got it wrong. It's my mother that's the current master. Oh, I see. So what exactly is she the master of anyway?
Well, currently she's the master of having disappeared. Oh. Was hat sie da gesagt? Ich guck eben im Stream, weil der ja wrong is more than the current master, weil der ein bisschen ziemlich Verzögerung hat. Master of Mann habe ich einen Delay hier.
Well, you see, it's like...
Ach so, sie hat gar nicht viel gesagt.
Don't say it, Maya. If you say spirit channeling, she'll laugh. Ouch, that hurt.
Okay, zudem weiß ich nichts. zu ihm vielleicht? Auch nicht. Also noch irgendwas über ihn zu sagen? Doesn't look here, but he can really get things done when he puts his mind to it.
Really? So when exactly does he put his mind to it? Well, not very often, I admit.
What exactly does Miss Delight see in her husband anyway? Probably just the money?
Wow, you must have really seen skyrockets when you first met to love him so much.
Skyrockets? I didn't know people still use that word.
Ron Delight's wife seems to be a very friendly and outgoing lady. As long as I've got my motorcycle and my Rodney, I'm happy. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, that plus a little excitement and a little shopping money. Then I'm happy. Now she's starting to sound a bit greedy, don't you think, Nick?
Yeah, kind of. Okay. Let's move, I guess. Hier ist noch keiner da, oder? Nee. Dann gehe ich mal zum Detention Center. Oh Gott. Erstmal hier hin und dann wieder Detention Center. Oh Gott, die Musik. Hier, wir haben was für dich. Oh, that's right. Here, this is from your wife.
Oh, from Desi? Thank you.
Letter given to Master Musque. Actually more like taken. Wie taken? Ich dachte, da ist eine Glasscheibe dazwischen. Wahrscheinlich ist irgendeine Öffnung da.
My dear Ronnie, how are you? I'm doing fine.
He's clutching onto that letter so hard, the ink is going to be squeezed out.
He looks so happy. You should write a letter to Mystic Maya too, Mr. Nick.
Ah, pearls.
Mr. Lawyer?
Yes?
In the letter that Desi wrote, she said, ask this guy to be your lawyer.
Huh?
I know this would be asking a lot, but could you please take my case? My trial starts tomorrow.
Hey, hang on a second. He can't be your lawyer. Why not?
What do you mean, why not? We're the victims in this case, right? Victims of this Damasco guy.
Well, yeah, but according to Desiree, he didn't do it.
She said, poor man, he's deluded himself into thinking he did it, right, Mr. Nick?
Come on, she could be lying to protect her husband. Well, that's true. No, actually not. Actually, it's hard to say. Oh no, it's spreading.
Oh, please, I'll give you the treasure of your choice in return.
What should I do? Well, take his case. Well, Mr. Delight, I've decided to give it a try. I'll defend you. You know, it will be a delight. Sorry. Musste ich jetzt einfach machen.
Really? You will? Hey, what are you doing, Nick? He's a thief. You can't trust him.
Well, he may be a thief. Or maybe not. I don't know. But I think there's more to this case than meets the eye. Ich muss sogar wirklich sagen, dass ich selbst das nicht mehr weiß. Ist er jetzt wirklich Damask? Oder ist er nur deluded? Ich weiß es nicht mehr. Ich erinnere mich nur an einen geilen Twist hier und zu dem werde ich nichts sagen.
Mr. Nick, I was wrong about you. I shouldn't have trusted you.
Pearls?
I can't believe you defend this person after what he did to Mystic Maya. I'll never forgive you, ever.
Pearly, wait. This is going to be ugly. I'll go after her. Okay.
I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to cause any trouble.
Oh well. You couldn't have known she'd react like that. I guess I might as well start investigating. Oh, Maya. Where's Pearls?
She said she's going back to the office. Go check in on her later, would you?
And what about you? Are you okay with me taking Mr. Delight's case?
Yeah, I'm fine, Nick. I believe in you.
I think I'm going to cry.
I know you have a lot of work to do. I really appreciate it. Okay, Nick, let's get this show on the road.
Na gut. Können wir jetzt direkt mit Pearls reden?
Mr. Nick, welcome back.
Oh, hey Pearls, you're back too, I see.
I went and bought us a strawberry cake. I'll go make some tea to go with it.
Hey, Pearls.
It looks like she feels really bad about what happened at the detention center.
Mr. Nick, I was wrong about you, shouldn't have trusted. Ja, das haben wir doch gerade erst gehabt.
I never forgive you ever. Mystic Maya, the tea's ready.
Das war jetzt hoffentlich nicht zu laut.
Oh, thanks.
Lustig, wenn ihr jetzt alle von der Couch gefallen seid oder so, weil ich das Bier aufgemacht habe.
Come on, Mr. Nick, please have some of this cake.
Yeah, thanks. Pearls?
Oh, excuse me, I was in the middle of cleaning the toilet.
It's okay, I just cleaned it this morning.
Too late.
Well, this might be a good time for me to ask about her. I first met Pearls a year ago. It was when that murder happened at Kudain Village. I still remember what she said to me when we first met.
You're Mr. Nick, right? You're Mystic Maya's special someone.
Hey, Maya. I've always thought it was because she was young, but
what?
Pearls, I think she's got the wrong idea about you and me.
Huh? There's something you need to understand.
What is it?
It's kind of like a Kudain Village custom, sort of.
Pearl seems to love you a lot.
Well, it's because I'm her only cousin, and, well, because of the murder case last year, Pearlie's mother is...
Oh, yeah. The Olle. I remember now. Pearl's mother, Morgan Fay. She's serving a prison term in isolation right now. Well, serves her right. Die wollte ja Maya hinter Gittern bringen, damit sie ihre Tochter an die Macht kommen lassen kann.
So you see, I'm the only family Pearlie has right now. But it's the same for me, too.
Maya.
My mother's gone, too.
Okay, what's this Kudain Village custom?
There are hardly any men in Kudain Village.
True. Now that you mention it, I never actually saw any men there when I visited.
I'm pretty sure I told you about it a long time ago, about how spiritual powers run very strong in the Fay family.
Yeah, you did. And that's why you're undergoing training to be a spirit medium, right?
Yeah, the thing is, only women can actually inherit the spiritual power. That's why the whole culture of Kudain Village kind of revolves around its women.
Well, that's understandable. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but because of that, there tends to be a lot of unsuccessful marriages.
Oh?
Well, men start to feel left out after a while, and then they just start leaving. Especially if the man has a daughter.
Are you saying that Pearl's father...
He's gone. He left the village when she was very young.
What an ass. Boy, that's tough.
Yeah, and she grew up seeing nothing but unhappy marriages all around her. That's why she's so sensitive to things like that.
That's actually kind of sad. What about your mother? So your mother is still missing?
Yeah, and no one has any idea where she is.
Maya's mother, Misty Fay, the current master of the Kudain channeling technique, she disappeared 17 years ago after getting involved in a certain police case. DL6. But you're sure she's still alive, right?
Yeah, I know she is. It's sort of a spirit medium thing.
And if your mother doesn't come back, then what?
Then according to the laws of the village, I will become the next master.
Mystic Maya, the master of the Kudain technique, sounds like a heavy responsibility.
Yeah, but there's no one else with the blood of the Fay main family who's a spirit medium. Well, Nick, why don't we go out and start investigating? We're not going to learn anything just sitting around the office.
Yeah, I know, but first I want to talk to Pearls.
Mr. Nick?
Yeah?
I acted like a baby.
Pearls.
I doubted you, even though Mystic Maya trusted you completely. I guess I still have a lot of training to do. Mr. Nick.
Yes?
From the bottom of my heart, I apologize for what I said.
Oh, it's okay. I'm the one that should be apologizing.
Well, I'm going out now for a little bit.
Huh? Where are you going?
I may be small, but I still have a lot of spirit channeling power. So I'm going to show you I can be useful too by finding some evidence.
Hey, wait. She sure runs fast. Ich meine, sie ist von Kudain Village bis zum Gerichtssaal gerannt. Nick, let's back off and give her some room, okay? Yeah. Gut, gucken wir uns hier nochmal um. Wahrscheinlich ist Mr. Look at me jetzt auch da. Also in seinem Office, meine ich.
Maya! Oh, Miss Andrews. I'm so sorry. It's my fault. Your precious urn. Your precious urn.
Please, calm down. What's wrong?
It never ends. Everything I touch ends in failure. Maya, I'm sorry. I'll do anything to make it up to you. No, it's okay. I know I don't look it, but I'm good with my hands. I could make you another urn. Hold on, just wait, okay? Breathe, calm down, and talk to us. Forgive me.
Genau. The Mask's calling card. So when did you get the calling card from Mask de Masque? Naja, laut Luke war das ja vor 10 Tagen. Circa. Also jetzt dann 11. Na gut. Nee, doch 10. Oh, ich brauche gleich nochmal so einen Hustenbonbon.
Exactly 10 days ago, I was going to show it to the police. But the detective stopped me. So you asked Detective aRdW to help with security? Yes, in fact, it was about 20 days ago that I hired him. He seemed to know much more about Mask de Masque than the police.
So you hired him for security even before the calling card arrived?
Well, yes, I had a premonition that something bad might happen. I've learned to trust my hunches.
So that's why there are security cameras, even in the basement warehouse.
Yes, Lord Lee Taylor is very serious about the security measures. It was their way of saying bring it on to any potential thieves.
Well, he sure brought it last night, and even left with a nice souvenir.
Can you tell us a bit about the security for the treasure exhibit? It was all my fault. I never should have called this paltry little collection a treasure exhibit anyway.
Why do you say that? The urn that was stolen is a pretty important object.
Maybe, but its actual value after appraisal was, well, practically zero.
Zero!
I polished it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe it could make it look more valuable. But that urn contains the soul of Mystic Amy. Anyway, I left all the security arrangements to Detective aRdW. But 5 days ago, I began receiving all sorts of other exhibit items from Kurain. Lots of people started going in and out of the warehouse down there. So maybe one of them was actually Mask de Masque in disguise. No, I personally checked out everyone that came through here, so that's not possible.
Knowing Adrian, she probably even checked out what they ate for breakfast that morning. Kann ich noch irgendwas präsentieren? Was ist mit dem hier? Miss Andrews.
I know, it's not my fault, but what's done is done. I'll make it up by making a new urn for you.
I'm just wasting my time. She's too far gone. Hier vielleicht? Auch nicht. Ja, okay, ich glaube, die sagt gerade nichts. Flippt einfach nur aus. Wobei, ich vergesse mal, dass ich noch Profile zeigen kann. Naja. Na gut. Oh, ich kann noch mal gucken, was ist hier. That's probably where the sacred urn was going to be displayed.
Yeah, I guess so.
Should I put my attorney's badge there, you know, as a replacement?
I think it's a little too small for that. What about my Magatama?
Now you're being silly. That's definitely too small.
It's the folding screen of Kurain's sacred writings, but I can't read what it says on it.
Really? But I thought it was some kind of important spell.
Oh yeah, my mother read it and taught me to memorize it. I'll be in trouble if I ever forget it.
Looks like the Kurain channeling school is teetering dangerously on the edge.
Wow, this is incredible. It's a tiny version of my whole village. Hey, I've got a great idea. We can make a miniature of your office, Nick.
I don't know about that. The whole place is overflowing with junk. You'd die before you finish painstakingly recreating that mess.
Well, we could always clean it up first.
True. Okay, gehen wir mal nach unten. That pathetic-looking wooden box. Ah! That's the box that had the sacred urn in it. Don't touch it. There may be clues to the thief's identity on it. I worked so hard. Das ist doch dasselbe, oder? Ah, okay, das hatten wir schon. Das ist auch dasselbe gewesen, oder? Jetzt habe ich es übersprungen. War aber offenbar nichts Wichtiges. According to the computer data, someone did in fact go through those big doors last night, right?
Yeah, I guess so. The shutter did go off once, you know?
I wonder if the detective brought this camera in with him.
Good question. Let's take a look at it.
Huh? It says property of Lordly Taylor on it. So it's borrowed? Kinda strange for an ace detective, don't you think?
Our precious urn was right there on the other side of these doors.
Yeah, and according to the security camera data,
someone was in there last night. What I'd like to do to him.
It looks to me like it's been drying for several days.
There's something suspicious about this paint mark. The bottom left part of it is shaped oddly and it's shocking pink.
I don't see how the color of the paint is in any way important. When we were here with Miss Andrews last night, the statue wasn't where it is now.
Yeah, it was right next to the door, wasn't it?
Well, if someone moved it, it was probably the criminal.
Maybe he didn't like being watched by Mystic Amy while he stole the urn.
Hey, cut it out. You're giving me the creeps with that kind of talk. Okay, das war jetzt aber nichts Neues hier. Ich gehe mal zu Mr. Look at Me. Ah. At Me Detective Agency.
Hello?
Well, well, how lovely it is to see you again, my dear. Welcome to my abode. Relax and soak up the atmosphere.
We're actually kind of...
Shh! Silence. Precisely as I expected.
What is it this time?
Zvari! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me.
A lawyer and a spirit medium. Am I correct?
I think we've already been through this.
Ah, so my estimation was correct. Zvari! How truly elegant.
Now then, what can I do for you?
Oh, shut the fuck up, for once. Night of the crime. You mentioned before that you were on guard duty all alone last night.
Precisely. This is my 5th encounter with my arch enemy.
I refuse to allow anyone to interfere with the rightful pursuit of my prey. I heard you've been after Master Musquer since his very first theft?
Yes, my dear, I see you've done your homework. In his very first heist, that vile thief pilfered the famous jewel, the Tear of Ammonon. I first encountered him in the museum's sacred hall, the crime scene itself.
So that's why you were hired as security for the treasure exhibit?
I'm pretty sure he said that Adrian Andrews hired him.
Yes, I borrowed some equipment from Lordly Taylor and set the perfect trap.
You must mean the security camera.
But I thought you were watching the area yourself too. So how did Master Musquer manage to steal the urn?
That's the million-dollar question. What is Musquer's modus operandi? Okay, erstmal zur Sacred Urn.
Mr. Adme, did you know about the Sacred Urn?
I'm interested in only one thing, my dear, and that is Master Musquer.
Sacred Urn?
That has nothing to do with this case.
But wasn't that what Master Musquer stole this time?
I am a hunter, sir. The urn was nothing more than a lure to catch my prey. Do you yourself remember the shape of the individual peanuts you throw to pigeons?
I don't think I like this guy's attitude, Nick. Well, anyway, it looks like he doesn't know about the urn. Okay, his modus operandi.
There's something that's kind of bothering me.
Please, my dear, ask me anything you like. After all, we are all but seekers wandering alone in the dark.
Well, I was wondering how Master Musquer managed to steal the urn. I mean, isn't it strange that you don't seem to know? ...
Yeah, now that you mention it, it is strange. After all, you were on guard that night at the scene of the crime. Unless you were sound asleep, you should have at least seen Master Musquer. Oh shit. What the... It's a Cyclock. Cyclock? Cyclock.
Hey Nick, what is this Cyclock thing?
Wahrscheinlich Tutorial für Leute, die vorher noch keinen Teil gespielt haben. Well, your Magatama lets me see when people are keeping secrets. By breaking their mental locks, I can find out what those secrets are.
What? This Magatama has that kind of power?
Maya, you're the one who gave me this Magatama last year.
Well, it's true that this Magatama is a prized Fae family heirloom, but Pearly was the one that actually imbued it with spiritual powers, right? That's why I don't really know much about what it can do.
This is the woman that's going to take over the Kurain channeling school someday.
So how do you do it? How do you break the Cyclock thing?
Well, you present the Magatama to the person with the secret.
Cool! I can't wait to see it in action. Come on, try it out!
Oh boy, I think the future master still needs to learn how to be patient. Well, mal gucken, vielleicht haben wir ja schon alles.
Take that!
Okay. Detective aRdW, you were standing guard at the scene of the crime. There's no way you didn't see Master Mask commit the crime.
Well, now I can hardly see why you're so positive about that. Yes, indeed, I was guarding the warehouse, that much is true. But I can tell you for certain that not a single person passed through that door.
Oh, I'm not sure why, but this aRdW guy is lying through his teeth. I know, I'll show him some proof. Detective aRdW, I have here proof that someone went through that door last night. The camera data. There was a security camera set up at the scene of the crime. It should have automatically taken a photo of anyone that went through that door.
Precisely.
I hope you don't mind, but we've already gotten our hands on the camera data. As you can see, the camera went off exactly once last night.
What? But my monocle didn't catch anyone in its flash. It must be some kind of computer malfunction. It must be.
Maybe it was your monocle that malfunctioned.
What? Are you saying that I didn't do my duty properly?
Detective aRdW, you must have seen the thief last night. The question is, why are you trying to hide it? If he's hiding it, there must be some reason. Some reason that he desperately wants to keep hidden. And I've got just the piece of evidence that should prove it. Okay, let's suppose you didn't manage to see Master Mask. In that case, the reason you didn't at the time was because you were unconscious. Ich meine, das Schwert war doch verbogen, also hat er ihm wahrscheinlich damit vollends übergebraten.
I'm afraid that making a guess is not enough. Time to put your money where your mouth is. Show me your evidence.
Und ich kann nur wiederholen, ich rate gerade selber. Ich weiß es selber nicht. Oh, klingt ja richtig. Detective aRdW, you were knocked unconscious by the thief, weren't you?
Ah, surely you must be joking. You think that I, look at me, could be knocked unconscious so easily?
This sword proves it.
That's...
Before the theft, this sword was in the hand of the statue of Amy Faye. Furthermore, at that time it was not bent. There's only one explanation. You were struck on the head and knocked unconscious by this sword. Well, detective, how about it?
I'm impressed. You truly are an ace attorney.
Oh yeah. Unlock successful.
I can't deny that there may be a small hint of truth in what you say. So you were knocked out when the thief first clobbered you? What an ugly way of saying it, but I suppose you could put it that way. The coward struck at the precise moment that I turned to look at the computer.
So you never noticed that the thief had entered the warehouse?
No, the coward must have wormed his way in through somewhere besides the door. Perhaps the air ducts or the sewer pipes. Then my arch nemesis struck me on the head from behind with this gruesome item here.
Ouch, Mr. aRdW should have his poor head examined. Ja, aber nicht nur deswegen. You can say that again. How could he have underestimated the thief that badly? Okay. Well, it looks like we got one thing cleared up anyway.
Huh? What?
That aRdW is the greatest ace detective in the world? No, that he never actually saw the thief.
Oh, that's right.
So the thief may not even be Master Mask.
Just one moment, Sir Lawyer. The thief was unquestionably Master Mask.
But you never actually saw him.
Perhaps so, but I installed a security camera for just such a contingency. Oh. Last night, the camera went off exactly once. Behold, this is a photo of the dastardly thief taken by the security camera.
Bin jetzt ja mal gespannt. Na gut. Mir fällt schon mal auf, die Startuhr ist definitiv zur Seite gerückt. Wurde, als dieses Foto gemacht wurde, es ist 0:58 Uhr, hieß es nicht, das wurde um 1:30 Uhr geklaut. Wobei, vielleicht wurde es um 1:30 Uhr nur gemeldet. That's him.
Master Mask.
Security camera photo added to the court record.
Okay. The thief can be none other than the arch-criminal Master Musque. After all, he has a very good reason for committing such brazen crimes.
What are you talking about? Okay, what's his reason? So, what did you mean by he had a very good reason?
Exactly that. Mr. Delight had a very good reason to dress up and commit those crimes.
There should be a green envelope somewhere in his room.
You'll need to go and investigate.
But how would you know about that?
Huh, have you forgotten? You're speaking to the finest ace detective ever to walk on the face of the earth. The most brilliant mind since, well, ever.
Yeah, certainly not the most humble.
Look at me.
Well, I guess we'd better go take a look, just in case. Alright. Schnell weg hier.
Hey Nick, remember what Detective Atme said?
Ja, war ja auch nur 10 Sekunden seitdem.
Exactly that. Mr. Light had a very good reason to dress up and commit those crimes. There should be a green envelope.
Need to go and investigate. A green envelope, huh? Looks like this is it.
Okay, let's have a look. If you don't want your true identity revealed to the world, come to KB Security at 1 a.m. on October 12th and bring $50,000.
The fuck is this? Hat irgendjemand den erpresst?
For 50,000?
This is a blackmail letter. It sure looks like a major clue, alright? A blackmail letter, written with a fountain pen. Oh, das ist bestimmt wichtig. Lass uns das mal merken. Wenn das da schon so steht. Found in Ron's room.
Oh, someone's at the door. I'll be right back. Won't take but a second, I promise. Oh, thank you for coming. That's so nice of you.
When I see a damsel in distress, I just can't help myself.
Please come on in. I'll make some coffee.
Really? Okay, I guess I'll make myself at home, pretty lady. Wait a minute. I know that voice. Ich weiß nicht mehr, wie ich ihn gesprochen habe. Wer könnte es sein? Auflösung in 3, 2, 1.